Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello students, how are you today? I hope you are good and always ready to study. So, are you ready to study in topic now? Okay, good. Well, for the first meeting today, we are studying about parallel structure. Well, there are four main points of parallel structure that we will study today. The first one, we will study about the definition, and then the second one, we will study about parallel elements. The third one, we will study about number of situations to use parallel structure, and the fourth one about the learning activity. Class, do you know parallel structure? What is parallel structure? Okay. Parallel structure is taking out repetitive words and combining similar sentences and ideas. Do you know what does it mean? Parallel structure is also called parallel construction or parallelism. Or in Indonesia, we can call parallel structure is about kesejajaran atau kesetaraan. Jadi kita mempelajari tentang kesejajaran kalimat atau kesetaraan kalimat. Now we go to study about parallel elements. In parallel structure, it is important to group similar ideas and items together. The items in the list must be all nouns, all infinitive, all verbs, all adjectives, all prepositional phrases, all gerunds, and or all clauses. You see what I mean? Jadi maksudnya dalam parallel structure itu harus ada kesejajaran kata yang dihubungkan. Misalnya kalau kata benda dengan kata benda, kata kerja dan kata kerja, infinitif dengan infinitif, kata sifat dengan kata sifat, atau frase dengan frase, gerund dengan gerund, atau klausa dengan klausa. Now let's see the example of parallel words. For the example of patience and diligence, for parallel infinitive, the example are to see and to understand, the parallel gerund, thinking and running, subordinate clauses, for example, or because I care and after they met. After we know the rule of the parallel elements, now we go to study about a number of situations to use parallel structure. Number one, with elements joined by coordinating conjunctions, especially and, but, and or. So, do you know what does it mean? Jadi maksudnya di sini kita mempelajari contoh situasi atau kalimat dengan elemen-elemen yang akan dihubungkan dengan konjungsi and, but, dan or. Now let's see the example. The example of incorrect sentence, I do not enjoy thinking or to run. Do you think that the sentence is parallel? Of course not. Why? Because the elements are not parallel. What are the elements? Yes, good. Thinking and to run. Thinking is verb in and to run to infinitive. So the elements are not parallel. So we must change the sentence to the correct one. The correct one is, okay, I do not enjoy thinking or running. Okay, jadi di sini kita harus menyamakan we must change the elements. We must change the elements. Putting and putting, thinking or running. This is the correct sentence or the parallel sentence. And then number 2, use parallel structure with elements in list or in a series. A series is a group of 3 more elements in a row. Commas should be placed between each element in the series and before the coordinating conjunction. You know what that means? Jadi yang kedua ini belajar tentang rangkaian elemen. Jadi elemennya lebih dari satu. The elements are more than one element. For example, more than one verb, or more than one noun, more than one verb, more than one gerund. And then comma should be placed between each element. Dan biasanya ada tanda-tanda koma sebagai penghubung dari elemen-elemen tersebut. The example of series of words. Let's see the incorrect sentence. She wanted 3 things: money, power, and secure. Do you think that the sentence is parallel? Yes, of course not. Why? Because the elements are not parallel. What are the elements? What are the elements? Class. Yes, good. Money, power, and secure. Jadi money adalah kata benda, power adalah kata benda, and then secure termasuk kata sifat. So the elements are not parallel. Which one is not parallel? Of course, the secure, the element of secure. Jadi yang menjadikan tidak paralel di sini adalah kata secure, safety. So we must change the element to be parallel. We must change the elements in one element. In this case is noun. Jadi kita masalahnya dalam bentuk noun semua di sini. The correct one is she wanted 3 things: money, power, and security. Jadi sekarang kalimat tersebut atau elemen-elemen tersebut menjadi paralel. Now let's see another example with series of infinitives. Let's see the incorrect sentence. My father wanted to repair the motorcycle to clean the garden, or he wanted to read a newspaper. Let's see the underlined word as the elements. The elements are to repair, to clean, and he wanted to read. Do you think that the elements are parallel? Of course not. Why? Because to repair is to infinitive, to clean is to infinitive, and he wanted to read is a clause. So this is not the same. So we must correct the sentence. We must correct the elements of clause to be to infinitive. Jadi kita harus mengubah clause ini menjadi to infinitive juga. So the correct sentence, the first one is, my father wanted to repair the motorcycle, to clean the garden, or to read a newspaper. Jadi sekarang menjadi paralel. Jadi clause he wanted to read menjadi to read. And then the second correct sentence, we may also use my father wanted to repair the motorcycle, clean the garden, or read a newspaper. So this is no repetition of using preposition to. Jadi di sini hanya to saja, to sekali saja di awal dan tidak ada pengulangan preposisi. After studying the parallel structure, now is your turn to complete the learning activity. Activity 1. You must find the parallel problem by underlining the incorrect word, phrase, or clause. The statements are in the PowerPoint. And then in activity 2, you must revise each sentence in activity 1 so that the elements joined by the coordinate conjunction are parallel to one another. Now that's all for this presentation about parallel structure. Please enjoy the learning activity. See you class. Good luck and thank you.